Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John Theodore Live. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. Gonna be in the number 27, a red circle, Podium Esports, 1987 Buick LeSabre, 100 lap race. Let's get going here. As I was telling the folks in chat, I'm aware, obviously, that I've been streaming a lot less recently. I haven't raced in about 2 weeks. Just my life's going some different places where I'm doing more things in real life and deriving enjoyment from that. So stuff that I do in video games and in front of screens in general is taking a little bit of a backseat. I spent all day working in front of screens, and so I've just been doing more off of them. It doesn't mean that the channel's going to go away entirely. It just means that live content and uploads are going to be a little bit less frequent. But I was telling them is that, for anyone who wants to keep in touch with me, my Discord server, I do check in with that. We tend to have, fairly broad discussion because I'm not doing as much with iRacing. The discussion in there isn't as iRacing focused as it once was. Obviously, I'm always open to still chatting about stuff that's going on with iRacing and racing in general. But discussion there can go focus on a number of different topics. And so, yeah, I invite anyone who, wants to keep in touch with me, and especially through periods where I'm uploading content, or doing less content and things like that. Exclamation mark in my Twitch channel, exclamation mark Discord in my Twitch channel, or there's a link in the description of all my YouTube videos where you can find me there. So I invite you guys to come hang out there. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I stayed true to my word. When Elon made his offer to purchase the global town square, I voiced my disagreement with such a concept. I agree that it is the global town square. I don't think that the global town square is something that any one person should be able to just purchase. So when the Twitter board accepted his offer, I stayed true to my word and I deactivated my account as I said I would. So I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Checker flag.
But, Discord's a good place to find me. I did start a Mastodon account. I haven't been doing a ton with it. But you can find me there as well. And, who knows?
You don't do that every single track, at least I don't.
If I start getting...
The setup they do is always way too tight with the brake bias, and it's best to drive it as loose as you can with as much brakes in the back.
He's right. I slid my brake bias all the way to 42% on this one. So yeah, Discord's probably the best place if you're curious what John's up to these days. Discord's a great place to pop in and say, hey, I try to check in on the Discord channel at least a couple times a day, and I'm pretty good about responding to what folks are saying in there, especially if they message me in there. So Discord's a great way to keep in touch. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this channel. There could be some different things, different ways that it's going, but it's good to see you guys, whether you're watching live and in the chat. Lincoln Weeds 420, Owen Martell. I saw G-Unit in there. Good to see you guys. And if you're watching on YouTube, good to see you as well. Say hey to me in the comments section. I don't have a ton more to say about it than that. It's good to be back in the virtual race car again. And let's go racing. We've qualified fourth for this one.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Yeah, we got enough fuel to finish it. However, based on what I saw in practice, if it goes green the whole way, making the tires last the whole way is no guarantee. So we'll see what happens here. We're starting fourth. So, you know, even though I'm the #1 car and have the top I rating in this field by about 1,300, it looks like, there's absolutely no guarantee that I come out. There's never a guarantee of a win in iRacing, but especially now I'm a little bit out of practice versus the rest of these guys, so we're going to see what happens. Hopefully I can, you know, I'd like to contend for the win, obviously, so hopefully I can do that. But, you know, we're just going to go out here, have some fun, try to keep it clean, and we'll see where we are at the end of the race.
Be smooth and have a good run.
Qualified less than a 10th off pole. That's not too bad. About 3/10 off of what I think the fastest pole time of the week was. So, given that I only had about a half-hour practice before the race, and that's all I've run in a couple weeks, that's not too shabby.
You're behind the 5.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, I forgot to do the pledge.
Good luck.
I pledge to be a good sport, whether I win or lose. To know
You're
that
right,
people
good
online
luck,
are real people, and my words have real impact. To set a positive example with my behavior. To speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse. To show integrity by honoring the rules, my opponents and my teammates. To stop listening and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful, and to respect others even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. !GLHF in my Twitch channel chat. Link in the description below this video. If you would like to take the pledge yourself, be a part of making online gaming a better and more pleasant place for everyone involved. We can hope for a clean one. Looks like we're starting in the evening, so we're going to get a nice day-night transition over the course of this race.
I don't know.
Let's get ready for that green.
Cars, dude, it's gonna be wild. My first race with these.
Nice start there. Hang tough on the outside around William here in the 8 car.
Still there. Caution, caution.
Already a yellow.
Talk to me, good footing up.
He's in the filter time car.
We're also
That thing looks good.
So there might be a little more wrecks than usual.
This is single split. Yeah, how many cars do we
There's
get?
only
Strength
one
of
split for
fields.
this race?
1.6K, about 1,600.
Yeah,
We
with
got
it starting
20.
Week 13, a lot of people didn't come out.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the
But is the new like overall season for oval changing?
What do you mean?
Like you know, like when you're like above 3 in the safety rating, and once the season ends, you get like promoted up to the next class. Like, is that about to happen?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
we're in week 13, so all those will happen, and then all the new changes to iRacing will be implemented, and the next week will be the start of season.
I don't even know
3.
what's coming. Has anyone seen the release
No, it
notes?
changes over
What's
tonight,
coming in
or
terms of
after
new
tonight,
content?
Week 13 starts.
I believe it starts like kind of now, but I don't think any of the updates start until like sometime around 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Mark's got all the info. I don't even need to respond on the mic.
Race. You know what's fucked up is I gotta get my stage rating's at a 1.95, and if I don't get it over 2 in this race, I'm gonna lose.
Port
my
Royal
shit
Dirt
probably, 'cause I'm
Track.
pretty sure all the
Nice.
open setup races
That's
are
good,
road
because
courses.
Dirt's been asking for some more love, so if they're getting a new dirt
Yeah,
track,
so the way it works
that's
is
good.
in 17 minutes, it'll roll over to week 13. At the end of this week.
Anything
so
new on the
at
roadside
8
that's
o'clock
of
Eastern
interest?
time, next week, on Monday. Monday night, it'll switch over where you'll get your safety rating and that type of thing, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
So champions get crowned tonight.
Mercedes AMG GT3 2020, nice.
Yes, because this is
The
technically
GT4,
last
the
7:30
Radical. Oh, a new
race,
Radical.
the last race
Heck yeah.
each week before the
Sandown
new week
International,
starts.
nice. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Sandown, that's very exciting. Fuji is also
But
very
there's some
exciting.
series that are running in, well, now
And some enhancements for the UI.
and that'll be the last
Sick.
one for that
Done a
series.
really good job in the race.
Awesome.
last year.
All right.
Yeah, basically any series.
I've actually been thinking,
anywhere
I know I
for
always say it,
10 or
but
8
now that I
a.m.
have actually been out of the game a
Eastern
lot
time on
more.
Mondays. That would be the
Now might actually be a
current
good
previous
time for
weekend,
me
and then
to
you
if I
would start
to
at, like, Englewood.
put some focus onto road racing and things like that. So I may actually do that. We'll see.
Are we starting single files? I did not know that.
Yep, these cars do start single
87
file.
rules.
1987 rules are as close as we can get to them. Obviously, we don't have the no speed limit on pit road rule that they had in 1987, and we also don't race back to the yellow. But other than that, the rules are about as close to 1987 rules as make sense in iRacing.
That's really great.
We are having trouble
Well,
getting
I
this
know
one
what's going on
started
there,
though.
18. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm at my wheels at a 90-degree angle now.
Open.
Next gen vehicle parameter updates. Good deal.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't mean to do that. I
Qualifying
just scraped the
tire
wall, I was trying to come off
warming
of it.
fix.
And I don't know if we just ended up hitting the same spot
Interesting.
on the track, or if
So
I came
they're
into
I
you,
guess
I'm
they're
not sure.
trying to cut down on or take
No, I mean,
another
you're
stab at
fine. Just,
cracking
I'm not
down
gonna
on
be
cheesing
mad
and
at 18,
qualifying,
but
which is
he
a
just
good
kinda
thing.
ran to me at the end of me
Guided
racing and
tours
everything,
of the
and now my
track.
wheels completely jammed.
That might be one of the first times that I've actually been excited about UI enhancements.
The way these things
But
go
it, like
sometimes,
guided tours of the track,
especially where
depending
there's
on
a
what that
1.6
means,
crank
that
or
sounds
two, or
very
a
cool,
1600.
potentially.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna be too mad. I just, it just kind of sucks.
Also, if they pull off the profile
realized
widget
we had
right.
19
The one
people
thing is
that
I
did
really
it
don't
since
want
I've
to see
been
the
here that week.
website go away, because I have to have iRacing installed
Really?
on my computer to access the UI, and it's great that they're
Yeah,
like a
I
lot of
haven't had
times
more
when
than
I'm
15 people.
looking at career stats and things like that, I'm going to
Yeah,
the
same here.
website for that because I'm often doing that
What's
on a
the power
computer
package on these cars?
where
I really
it's different
don't
from
know
my
much about the
iRacing
actual
setup.
Cars from the 80s.
So I hope that they
High
still continue to
horsepower,
recognize the
terrible
value in
handling.
having a lightweight way to access all of my stats and
Best I
things
got
like
for you.
that
I don't know those
when I'm not actually in the iRacing UI or on a computer where I have iRacing
Good way
installed.
to get a lot of people killed like they did.
Yeah, these things drive like a boat with power. Tire wear is terrible, but they're a lot of fun to drive.
You just like did like the short read of all of Dodge's performance lineup.
I mean, you're not wrong. But generally Dodge has better handling than these things.
All right,
Yeah, I'm going for some
let's
safety
get back
right now.
green
At least
here
I can a
and
little bit here in this race. I'm up in third, but I'm not going to try to dive bomb anybody. And if I see you getting up on me, I'm going to just let you go. Just key up, tell me you need it. I'll let you have it.
You got that right, Billy.
I'm
William.
just gonna press that
Bill-
intimidate button here.
Bill William.
Pace cars off, be ready.
Billion?
William the Million.
Green flag.
Are we flagging back here, guys? Come on, stay with the pack.
We got a lap. Maybe. We haven't actually completed the lap yet, but we're close to completing one. Oh, look at William. He's getting up there trying to make a pass. He said he was going to be hanging back and taking her easy, but he's got the pace. He's putting the pressure on the 5 car right now for second. We'll try to follow him through here.
Outside.
Looks like the low line is the place to
Still
be
there?
and is able to fight pretty well against the top.
Outside clear.
So if you can get position on a guy, you can make that pass. Clip the apron. Nice save there, man.
Thanks.
He certainly doesn't seem to be taking it too easy right now.
Good job, my man. Keep it up. Caution, caution.
Yeah, turn
We're up
through
to
the
third.
Close
here.
your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did. Pit road is closed.
Is this a symmetrical track? Should I be driving the corners different? I don't think I've done this track since D-Class late models.
Seems pretty
correct me if I'm
symmetrical.
wrong, but basically coming out of 2 it is downhill, while coming out of 4 is uphill.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Behind the
It's pretty
gate.
close to being symmetrical, but turn 2 is like 10 times more bumpy than turn 4, so that's
Pit
what
road
the
is
difference
open.
is. You can't just, like, sometimes if you get the right angle, you can just mat it off of 4, but you can't do that off of 2.
Sometimes when I look at the track, it's kind of awesome, like a dinosaur. Would you check my outside? Do I have damage? Totally. So let's continue.
How many bourbons you had, bud?
Yes.
I'm still like learning these cars. I'm like real hesitant on getting back on the power out of this because like this car is
We got a lot of race left.
either really tight or you.
We've had
cross
3
the threshold
cautions,
and
but
then it's like a drift car.
you know, we got over 80 laps to go here.
I mean,
you know,
I think me and
there's a
John
lot of
and maybe
time
Mike
for a
and
lot to
the others
happen
would
here.
agree that it's our favorite car on the oval side of the surface. It definitely takes some use to getting used to it, but once you start figuring it out, it's a hell of a lot of fun. And it's, in my mind, other than short tracks, it's probably some of the cleanest guys that you race with.
100% co-sign all of that.
Yep, same here. Yeah, I second all that. That's pretty much true. I mean, I used to really enjoy the Gen 6 Cup car, but now, yeah, it's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people hating the next gen Cup car, but like, what's the reason for that? Is it just because the width is?
Next gen, there's like no feeling to the car. It doesn't drive like a race car. And back on the 87, like it's one of my top 3 cars. It's my favorite car that you get decent splits as far as the amount of people in. My favorite car
one
is
to
Silver
go.
Crown.
The reason why a lot of guys like
Heard a
these
lot of
cars
people
versus
say that about
some
the
of
Silver
other,
Crowns.
like truck, Xfinity, or Cup is because these cars you really feel the car change throughout the run and the weight in the corners, and it makes you feel like you have to drive it versus
They are
like for me,
The
next
tires
gen
are
Cup,
very
which
responsive to
you
changes in
can't guide
heat,
it
which
where
is
you wanna
why
go, but this one
they
you
change
actually
so
have to
much
work
through the
with it
run.
to go where you want to put it.
Did a really
It
good job,
sometimes
man.
works, sometimes
Let's
doesn't.
another tug real quick. All right, man, do your thing. Be ready.
I'm right there with you, Bryant.
Green flag.
Gotta be up on the wheel on those restarts, man.
Thank you.
That was grinding the right front a little bit more than I want. I want to
John,
be
you
easy.
see the YouTube deal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're going to be featured prominently on this one.
Yeah, I recognize you. It took me a second, but yeah, I like your videos, bud.
Outside.
Appreciate you. Thank you,
Still
man.
there? Stay with him, baby. Clear high. You're in second position right now. Second.
Might be a bit flattering to say, John, but you alone have helped me more out with your videos in these cars to learn how to drive them when I first started out.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank you very much. Those comments and when people compare my driving style to the likes of like Martin and Kenseth are the best comments I ever get.
Yeah, this is when I first started these out. I'm like, these seem fun, but I had no idea how to get speed. So watching like you and a few others, but you, for the most consistent in these cars, really helped me understand how to drive them at tracks. And I still enjoy watching videos now, but I don't like rely on them as like tape anymore to drive. It's more of just like, you know, okay, what happened in that race? So, but those first few months definitely helped me figure these out and appreciate the crap of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've always tried to, you know, kind of talk through my thought process as I'm driving. So that seems to help folks, and you've definitely improved a ton since we've been racing together.
Yep, hoping to get some, I know the equipment doesn't make the driver better, but I'm hoping to get some new equipment this year to get a little more edge.
Yeah, what I always say in equipment is equipment doesn't make the driver better, but better equipment can help, like, as you get better, a better driver can get more out of good equipment than a not good driver.
Yeah, the biggest thing I want to upgrade above all is my pedals, because I just know my brake is nowhere as good as what I want to be, with it being like the stock, you know, was it quick, or not quick time, what I'm thinking of, Logitech. The stock Logitech brake's not that up to par.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Yeah, yeah, load cell brake is the single biggest improvement you can make to your setup. And then next one after that is a gas pedal with a longer throw, which those usually come together.
Yeah, I'm looking to get those, what is it, the V3 or whatever from what's that company's name, I can't think right now because I'm driving, but I'm looking to get that because I feel fine with the gas pedal, but it's just the brakes as the run goes on, I just can't dial in as good, and that's what kills a lot of my long run. Despite enjoying long runs, I just can't brake as consistently.
Yep, the Fanatic V3, that's exactly what I have. You can find a link to that side through my the description of my channels if you want to use my link.
Absolutely. I'm hoping to do that sometime next month, and then get some good practice with that.
Man, the 8 car is gone.
Yeah, where did he go? Hope he comes back.
Yeah, this is a challenging track with these
I was
cars.
having fun running with that guy, and he had a good-looking car too.
This was the first track I ever won on in these cars, so I have a love for it.
And I still don't have a win here.
Time.
Darlington was my first win in these. First and only, actually.
Richmond was my first win in these cars.
That's a pretty good track to win at, 'cause it ain't easy to drive at all.
Outside.
I
Slow one
love
on the
Darlington.
bottom. I don't know what happened to him. Clear, clear, clear.
I have a love-hate with it because I
Slow on
love
the bottom,
the track,
slow on the
but
bottom.
it doesn't always love me back.
Inside.
Ah, William disconnected,
You're
dang
clear.
it. Absent chat for William, that's awful. Lap cars are giving us pretty good room, although this one is giving Mike a little bit more trouble. There we go, he's gone up to the high side now.
Outside.
Old Enki.
Clear.
I think my favorite track in these cars is Rockingham. That one's such a blast to always run.
Now William's back. I
Haven't
love
gotten a
Rockingham.
chance to run that one yet.
Two of my most memorable victories are at Rockingham.
I won my first ever NIS race at that track in this car, so I love it for that, but it's just a lot of fun, and with it being really abrasive like Atlanta and others, it really is a great track for like different strategies.
I'm just driving all over the place trying to find a good line here.
My wheel's still crooked at 90 degrees, so I'm just trying to make it around the track.
Staying right with Mike, but haven't been able to get to his bumper to work a move yet. Just trying to
Okay, underneath.
apply consistent pressure and, you know, fill that mirror, get him thinking about me a little bit. Make progress a little bit at a time. Pretty well
Yeah, I thought
mirroring
you
each
were
other's
here, and I
lap
was like,
times
oh,
right
geez,
now.
he's gone.
Are you using any gas in these turns? Or you just...
Like when I go in the turn, I
Oh,
brake,
man.
and then once I hit the apex, I slowly throttle off until I can get it to throttle full without spinning.
He's running a little bit smoother than I am right now. I'm a little bit
I use the
more
throttle a little bit to turn
all over the place.
on exit.
Pulled away from me a little bit there those last couple
That was
laps.
funny.
Or 2 laps ago.
Knocked the damn bench down. As you said that. Yeah. I
Ike's doing a
followed the
real
7
good
into
job
the
right
wall.
now, just driving consistent laps.
Happens.
Yeah, right.
Two of us have thoroughly pulled away from the rest of the field. He did a little bit better job than me working that lap traffic, because I was right on his bumper when we caught him, and then felt like he worked that situation that we had to deal with a little bit better. I was maybe a little bit more careful with it, or tiptoed a little bit more than he did, and that cost me a little bit of time. And then he's actually been a little bit quicker than me last couple of laps as well, so pulled that advantage out a little bit more. We'll see. I'm worried about my right front, so I'm starting to try to take care of that a little bit. I'm gonna let that cool down. We got a lot of race left. We're still not even halfway, so I know how quickly the tires can wear on these cars if you're unkind to them. Morphe, how you doing, dude? Emmett, how you doing, man? Been just talking and rambling, haven't even looked up at chat for a little bit.
Car definitely makes you feel unsafe.
So yeah, let's see if we can cool this right front down a little bit and see if that pays dividends.
The other great thing about this car versus
He does seem like he doesn't have the brake bias as far back as I do. He seems to have a little bit tighter attitude to the car through the corner. So maybe, just maybe, I can use that. That'll be the way that I can beat him. Got a lap car who's already going down and pitting. I wonder if that means that he's already lost a right front or something, or if he's got other issues. Nice drive off the corner there. We got 2 seconds now on third place, so we are firmly established as the top two here. And I haven't gotten an audio warning about my tires yet, so that's a good sign.
So you got me, and I was trying to let you by.
Yeah, definitely a bummer that the Blues got
Spin on the front, spin on the
knocked
front.
out.
Down on the bottom.
No caution yet. No caution. Ooh. Gonna have to take care of the right rear too. Kicking it out like that, that'll buzz it pretty good.
Yeah, thank you, Six. Sorry about that.
Okay. Oh, you're about to lose it.
Gotta get through this traffic, girl. Pit forward. Outside. You're clear.
Jeez, William. Scare me, why don't you?
William will be on fresh tires, or fresher tires, and we know he's got pace. So he's a few laps down from that disconnection, but yeah, he'll be coming up on guys with some speed for sure. I'm depending on who he's catching. Yeah, he's probably got pace on par with where we are right now.
Just a little past halfway. Make sure you're getting something to drink.
Really just trying to not lean on the tires too much. I want the car to be rolling, not sliding through the corner as much as possible.
Can you hold the high 17? Thank you.
Oh boy.
It's not a
Got
spot.
one down to
It's
the
not a
inside
spot.
wall.
Outside.
Oh, and that really messed up the leader the way that he came up off there.
Clear high. Side. Clear low.
So that cost him some time.
You're basically done with it.
It's possible to save. It's not easy, but it's possible.
It's definitely possible to save. We saw William make that great save earlier when he clipped the apron coming off at turn 2. Had the thing just dead sideways and gathered it right up. Didn't even lose much time before he disconnected. I wonder if I should be arcing my corner a little bit more. Speaking of William, there he is in my rearview mirror. He'll be wanting one of his laps back. Oh, he just got the wall a little bit. Gained 2/10 that last lap. Maybe found a little something up here.
I just got wrecked by a lap.
Caution, caution. Any comments, everybody?
It's going to be time
Guys,
for
another thing just to be aware of, there's a lot
2
of
tires
people back
here.
Make sure your tires keep covered up.
2 tires, no
As
fuel.
you're
really
loading
thought
the
you were
tires,
letting me
keep
go
up the
by
wall.
there, bud.
Double check the lug nuts.
I was
come over
down
real
low,
well.
man, but
Pit
like I
road
said, you
closed.
came down on the turn.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 20.
I thought you were letting me go by. You're like a damn rolling chicane coming out of the corner.
This
Alright, we need
caution
to be
is
behind
a
the 2.
pretty good break for me because I am mentally exhausted. This is a roller coaster. My first race.
And
To
40
the
to go.
big boys.
The road is open.
Are you a big boy?
I feel like if this was the like the trucks or something. I missed the pit. Like this was the trucks or something.
Boxing 10.
Like I don't know. I would be more confident in it. But this thing is just so much different of a car.
2, 1. Right
yeah,
here.
that's the big thing is there'll be a lot of people that come over here expecting to drive like the, like I said, like the A, B, C class cars, and it's completely different, but for good reason. So you just have to learn the different distinctive driving styles.
Go Mango, hard, hard, hard. Just a heads up,
No,
you know
John,
you
you
only
can't do
have one
that.
set of right side tires remaining. Get behind the 20.
No, it might be because I have a +5 steering offset, but every time I get out of the corner,
Coming
if I have
around
any
it?
speed, it does that weird thing where it jerks one direction, then it corrects itself, and I don't like it.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier in that
Well,
wheel when you're
2 tires.
coming out of
We
corners.
got the lead with that. Let's see
Easier
here.
on the wheel, easier on the throttle.
53% on the right front, so I think we were going to be okay, but man, it was going to
Yeah,
be
this is a car
close.
that definitely rewards patience, especially on the longer runs.
What are these things with the super speedways? Is that kind of wild?
Oh, they're amazing. If you can get the right, group of people and find a wreck fest, it can just be a lot of fun, especially at Dega, where you get a lot more width for the track for driving side by side.
So Mike's got 4.
Daytona's fun because you're not full throttle from the start. Like, you have to let off so much, especially with the tire wear.
Yeah, tire wear should definitely come in place at the restricted plates, especially at like Talladega where you go through the tribal. If you're careful, you're back and will just want to
We
start
got the
kicking
6
out real
between
far.
us, too. So the 6 also took 2.
Daytona's worse. Oh, it's worse. It's so much worse.
See, I find Daytona a
Gonna
bit easier for
have
me to
like
drive,
36
but
laps
the tribal at
left.
Talladega is what always gets me about 15 laps to a run.
I can see that because Talladega is a lot flatter of a trioval, so Daytona's trioval is a little bit more forgiving because there's more banking.
There's also, if you're stuck on the like inside lane in the tribal at Talladega, there's like a little bump that you hit, and if you hit that just right, it's gonna send your car spinning.
We're on 1 to go. You're on the outside. Should be
The
starting behind
spins
the
feels
13.
real good.
Yeah, either it's like a 50-50, either it spins or you like hook it up great to.
This will
sort
be
of
an
from
interesting
tribal to
restart
finish
here.
line.
All right, let's all keep our heads on this here restart.
13, are you last car on the lead lap?
But coming to the green, you're getting cleaned out real well. Get a nice start.
What number am I?
Pace cars off. Be ready.
You're the 13.
Oh,
Yep, we got some inside guys. Everybody, take it easy.
Green. You are the leader. Nice. Smooth. Good job. Lap cars in front of you. Outside. You're clear.
All right.
Caution's out. Caution's
Uh-oh.
out.
Yellow. Well, the 13 will get a
Sorry,
lucky
David,
dog
I
at
didn't
least.
quite- I don't know if I
We'll
came
keep
down,
working on
you
this
came
thing
up.
for you.
I think it was
How you
more
doing
on me.
inside there? You feeling okay? Closed right now. Lining up behind the pace
hey,
car.
sorry, whoever
More laps
left
under
you in
yellow.
front of me on the start.
I don't think he missed a gear. I think it's because I had checkup because when we started going, whoever was in front of me, which I think might have been
Pit
Mike,
road will be
didn't get
open.
going, so I had let off so that I didn't get into him, and then just cause a accordion.
Yeah, I was off. It looked like he saved it though. I don't even know who it was.
He saved it.
This
but
benefits
against, I think, the
those of us
11,
with two
and
tires
then
because it just allows us
all the
to
stuff happened in turn
bring the
2,
temps
which
on our lefts
was more my
back
fault.
closer to the rights.
Coming to the outside. Coming outside. Should be starting behind the 13.
And that should also remove... Well, it removes the guy on the outside line, gives me the
18,
control,
You're blinking there a bit, bud.
but it will
Came back,
put
though.
some lap
Yep, you're
cars
done
to
again.
the
And
inside
you're
of
done,
us
yeah.
again. So yeah, that puts us back to 12 cars on the lead
I'm
lap.
surprised we have this much green flag running.
Yeah, I mean, once you get the field separated a little bit, it's pretty easy to stay green. It's just these restarts, man. Cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, especially when you have the lap down guys on the inside. Like, no shade to them. It's just like another bit slower than when everybody in the front that's faster is trying to work their way through. It just causes pileups in a way.
Not even just that, but there was also where the 13 was at the last car on lead lap. He restarted in front of John, and that just made it all tricky.
Yep, those 1987 rules.
Yep, no wave arounds and lap down car starting the inside. Causes for some interesting late race stuff.
Gotta love it.
Still not as bad as North Wilkesboro when it comes to this situation. That's just... I love that track, but I also hate it because I can't ever get a good race
Lap
there.
69. Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ran with you at North Wilkesboro. That was an interesting one.
Still the worst race I've ever done in the series or on this service. Where was the winner on AS? 25 cautions, 125 laps under caution, only 75 laps to green.
Oh, I was talking about the fixed official that we did back when North Wilkesboro, or these cars were at this track. Not the winner on IF, but the regular.
Oh, yeah, no, that was also
One to
another
go.
one where just again they're like half the
All
field
right.
on that lap down, half the field on the lead lap, and every
Lap 70, the restart will
was
be 30 to
maybe
go.
2-3 laps before another caution. It was just basically like this
Got
past
lap
week,
cars
race
lining
at
up to
Portland,
our
where
inside
you knew every
here.
restart there'd be a wreck, and you're just hoping you weren't involved.
Yeah, that was chaotic.
Remember not to change lanes before the start finish line.
For sure.
Pace cars off. Be ready. Green flag.
Mike's putting it down to the inside already, and he's taking that second spot. He's going to be hounding me. He'll want that lead back. And we'll try to get going best I can. Just look
So
out
about
that
that one?
windshield.
You're good.
Use what I learned, because it did seem like I had picked up a little bit of pace towards the end of that run. We don't have to save tires anymore. It's just go. Just click those laps off. 26 to go now. Just don't even think about that right now. It's just hitting the line. Got a cushion. Don't worry about the gap. Don't worry about what he's doing at all. Just focus on hit my marks. We've been here a bunch of times before. Fully in darkness now. We did the day-night transition during the early part of the race. It's a night race now.
I see you. Come on by.
And he's gaining a little bit.
Makes it tough.
The line I'm running, it's really critically important that I dig those exits because I'm running a little bit higher in the center, so it's a little bit more of a diamond. Kind of routed up a little bit too high there in 3 and 4. Oh man, he is closing.
20 laps to go this time.
20 to go.
Sorry, son, I had check up pick number 4.
Caution, caution.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. We're gonna get another restart.
Closed.
He'll be right on my bumper for
Yeah,
this
I think
one.
coming in there and
It'll be
I guess
15 to
one
go.
maybe didn't break hard enough for a recept, but I had to check up, and then I appreciate you not collecting me.
Yeah, all good. Just drove in there a little too deep.
Line up behind the pace car.
17 should be getting the lucky dog here.
Clear
We'll
road
have
open.
13 on the lead lap.
We catch up.
Just drive right in the middle of the track, so
I think I'm
the lucky
struggling
dog
with
can
a
go
little
high
bit.
or
It's
low
just
depending
finding
on what he wants to do.
the right point and brake pressure
17,
where I'm not
get the
locking
lucky
and
dog.
going up to the wall. I had that happen several
outside
times, and I
back
let
car.
loose and lose a lot of speed to keep from hitting the wall.
Yeah, the biggest, like I said before, the biggest thing you
My
can do is
tire's
drop
down.
that brake by as far down as you can, so that way you're using more rear than front. That way you aren't locking out the brakes as much and burning that right front.
Should be starting behind the 17.
I don't even mess with the brake bias, but that's just me.
Brake bias all the way down.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that bump 11. Didn't know they were going to a complete stop right in front of you.
Should be 2 to green here.
Yeah, obviously, you know,
Nope, we're
different
pacing
trips,
one more
different
lap.
folks and everything, but for most of us, the brake bias as far back as you can.
Any
is
green
what
laps they
jumping
take
out
away
conservative
benefit
tires
me.
and getting a little bit more speed.
Not that I want to win that way. I want to
I may try
You
that
know.
next season. Just
be the
I
fastest
didn't
guy out
even
there.
think
But
about that. I just hop in these things and I run and I practice a few laps and see what kind of times I can run.
I'll say for Bailey's, it's
It does
pretty hard
benefit
going
us
straight down to 42%.
every yellow
So
lap
if I were you,
benefits
I'd
us.
start like, you know, 46% or something like that, and then the more you get used to that, like constantly
That said, the
pushing it back further and
restarts
further, 'cause
are a
you go
giant
all the way down,
opportunity to make a big mistake too. So
completely
we
different
gotta
experience.
stay on our toes with that.
Sorry, for some reason my car turned off. But yeah, so I'd say start mid-40s in a sense before you start getting out of 42.
Gonna be 14 to go when we go back
Did
green.
you guys run Sonoma? Oh, it was a blast. I wanted to. A bunch of stuff came up that week and I couldn't do it, but that looked like so much fun. I practiced and laps and it seemed like it was fun.
I really needed to do that because I have a league race in these cars, and they race there next week, which is our cutoff for the next round of the championship. And so I'm not great at shifting these cars at road courses, so I should have done that. But yeah, for anybody who's here, there's a weekly league that runs these on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern.
1 to go.
Pretty fun.
I'm gonna try to
pretty
get
good
it when
group
you
of
can
guys,
wait.
and they're about double length of these races.
All right, so there will be 14 to go.
In 87 rules, can the race end under caution?
Yes, sir.
There are no restarts or green white trigger attempts, so yeah, it can definitely end under caution.
And Tim really does a lot.
Be ready to go. Pace cars off.
I'll let you know after the race, Bryant.
Green.
We know how much speed Mike's got. Try to get a jump best we can on the restart here. And just drive a clean line to try to drive away. We can dig those exits, we can make it as hard
That was
on him as we
wicked save.
can. Back end almost came around on me there. I had to lift in the center of the corner to catch it. Probably could have given me a pop in the bumper there if he had wanted to, but it did give me a nice diamond off the corner there.
Good pass.
He's getting right to me. I'm overdriving my entries a little bit.
Nice forward. We got about 10 laps.
To go. Whoa. I'm letting him get right to my bumper. I really don't want to be doing that. I'll get popped if I keep playing with fire like that.
Slow in front of you on the bottom.
Don't want to let him get to my inside.
Inside.
He's there.
Still inside.
And they have to
even
defend
up.
from the
Clear,
top.
Clear. Inside. Still inside.
I don't even know why you're up here.
Inside is clear. Inside. Still inside.
Oh, we touched.
Sorry, John.
Still there.
All good. All good.
Clear. Inside. Inside. Clear. Inside.
I was pinching pretty
Clear
aggressively.
low.
Yeah, but you're interrupting a battle for the lead and causing me to lose a position. Like,
6 to go.
Caution.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, goodness.
Give me your temps there, bud.
Did he turn the 8?
Line up behind the 17.
That was a heck of a battle, man. I know I didn't leave you much room on the inside there. That was fun. I think...
Fun racing with John.
Behind the 13.
Yeah, we're going to have a little shootout here, it looks like.
All right, buddy. Line up behind the 3. 5 more laps, man. 5 more times.
You
Few
guys
folks got
steering
caught up in
offset, or yeah, just sitting straight up and down?
I think we are going to have like a one-lap shootout here.
Well, I mean, like for this, I feel like I have it at +5, but I feel like that's the reason why getting out the corners is so hard, because I have to put it in such a weird angle coming out of the turn.
It'd be one thing if you were one lap
There are
down.
4 to go
Like,
right now.
that's
There will
one
be
thing.
3
One
to go
lap
at the
down,
line.
You're racing to get back on the
11.
result. But man,
That's a
you're
lucky
like,
dog.
how many laps down?
We having a lap car coming to the outside.
I had an issue with that in the super late model race the other day.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he was running 3rd when he disconnected, so he was up there legitimately on pace. That's why.
11.
But yeah, both y'all are right.
8 laps down, racing with the leaders with under 10 to go. That's just stupid.
I feel bad for him being put in
So
that
went
situation.
into
Though.
Sonoma in the Cup cars this weekend.
This might be over. It's 3 to go. No, we're gonna get 2 to green with 2 to go. So we'll get. Yeah, I think the race might be over. We'll see. We're gonna get 2 to green, but there's
I
only
don't think
2
we're gonna
laps to go.
green, John.
Yeah, I think you might be right, man.
Damn, I didn't think we'd be going green and try to gain some positions back.
When you are 8 laps down, you don't just, you just run back. Like, if you're driving up and there's space between, like, 3rd and 4th, then you can just sit in between 3rd and 4th.
2 more laps.
But when you have the
2 more hard
top
ones,
3
man.
cars who are running and trying to,
Yeah,
all trying to win the race, man,
Looks like
you don't do
we're
that.
gonna be able to
You
come
just
around and
back
get this
off.
win under
You
yellow.
Let them race.
Racer's courtesy.
I
Good
agree.
win, John. I told you.
Pretty good, Tango Wolf. Thanks, Mark.
Right on their bumper. If anything happened to them without you there, I could have taken that win. Like, that it's as simple as that. I'm not saying I had a chance. I'm just saying that
Thank you, Tango
messed
Wolf.
any of that up.
Right.
Like, I was on their bumper the entire time keeping up.
Not taking anything for granted till we get that checkered flag, but yeah, this looks,
Damn, I
this
wish
looks
I would
pretty
have
dang
greened
good.
this race.
Oh, this is definitely an interesting race in Season 2 for these cars.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race. I mean, for me having like no practice, I was literally my qualifying laps.
First
were,
one here,
like,
period.
probably my 5th and 6th
Yeah.
laps ever with these
This is
cars.
my first win at this track. Check this one off the list.
Yeah, don't let the short track atmosphere discourage you. These races are usually pretty clean, and if you come out like at Monday nights, usually you have the same group of people that run all the time.
Right, unless
so
Michael Massey.
it's kind of like an unofficial like a league in a sense.
Well, I mean, I don't believe I'm a short
There
track.
it
It's
is.
just any other-
Woo!
I don't know. I'm wanting to get up into
What a
A
race.
class and like start trying to do the road to pro just to like test it out and see how that goes.
Looking
Like,
nice.
just
Great job,
have a
everybody.
competitive
I'm not
environment and
passing
fun,
that pace car.
But I
Nice
do
work this
like
weekend,
these. I
everybody.
just
Good job, man.
don't know how much I like how
Good job,
different
man.
it is for like consistency's sake.
I hate consistency. Like, if you watch my YouTube channel, like, you'll see I run everything. I run Bs, I run trucks,
Yep.
I run
2-tire strategy works in
rookie
these cars big
lessons,
time.
I run some road courses. I don't ever run the same race. I also run ARCA. I don't ever run the same thing twice.
We
a
are
week.
motor
It's,
racing here.
Like, every once in a while I will if I really like something, but that's about it.
Good old
I'm all
Nim.
over the place. I prefer it that way.
Yeah, I'm a bit biased where I do about 2 or 3 of these a week because I love these cars, but I'm kind of with you where I got busy this year
Somebody
because
get him. He's
of
going on the
personal
wrong
stuff,
side of the
but I
garage.
usually try to do
Hey, he's coming up the
2
right
over
side
series,
now.
and then I'm trying to pick up a road series so I can just be more diverse.
That Polish
with my,
victory lap.
with my
I wouldn't get mad.
portfolio,
No, if
but,
Nim came in and did that, I
you know,
wouldn't
fun
even get
racing with
mad.
y'all.
I'd be like,
Good
all
luck,
right.
John, and looking forward to season 3, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Great racing with you. Always feels good to get a win, even in, under yellow is a little bit off. But Mike, that was so much fun battling with you, man. That was a heck of a battle. Good race, guys. I've always done the Polish victory lap. I mean, my favorite driver going up was Rusty. I always liked Alan a lot as well, again, because of his connection and friendship with Rusty, and then Dale Jr. did him in his career too, so, it's kind of I've just kind of adopted as, it's the way that I like to celebrate them when I have the honor and the privilege of being able to take one to victory lane. This track doesn't have an actual victory lane, by the way, does it? I know they've started modeling those at some of those tracks, but this one doesn't have a victory lane that you can drive to in the infield, does it? I don't see. No, there's no way to get over there. We need to push that brake bias forward if we want to do a proper burnout here. One more. Let's go up here and burn this thing down right here. For the fans. All right. That was a nice little return to racing action. 2 weeks off the service, come out here and hang a dub with some good pace, some good driving, and a little bit of strategy, and a little luck going our way. Love to see it. Car looks good. Let's take a look at these incidents that we had here. Went green in twilight. I can hear them wrecking. Man, right off the start. The 2-9 cars getting together. But yeah, Charles Blake is not the start that he wanted to have. He just got run over. That hurts. Go ahead and capture that. That was interesting, wasn't it? And the cars look good coming off of turn 2 over there. Next one too was the same deal. Caution right after we got going again. Team just drove it off into the fence. Still haven't seen what the caution's for yet, but it's out. I don't know what happened to the 14. Oh, this is where Mark got turned. By, it looks like the 6. Yeah, he gets the wall a little bit, comes down off the wall. Oh, man. You hate to see that for Mark. I want to get a different Oh, we've been on TV3. I didn't even know. Boom. Fortunately for Mark, it doesn't look like he hit too hard. Oh, that was what killed it. He just got drilled in the left front there. That usually breaks the suspension. And that really, yeah, that second hit was what hurt him. The ARCA brakes, man. Made it about 3 laps before the next caution. And we were able to get up to third. Felt so bad for the 8 car, man. He was having a good run. He was sitting right there in third when he disconnected. And I know that doesn't necessarily excuse... I kind of agree that, you know, once you're in that situation, it ain't right to be racing the leaders when you're 8 laps down like you're racing them for position. But I understand also him wanting to prove and demonstrate. Looks like this guy just barely spun it and came to a stop on the track still. And so, yeah, right there, the caution comes out. So we had that one, and then we went green for a while. We had some good racing here. We were tracking right with Mike for a while. We had some interesting moments with the lap cars. And, yeah, the pivotal moment in this one ended up being... I was actually getting ready to let the 8 by because he was quicker than me on his fresher tires. Oh, that looks cool. So I was just fixing to get ready to find an opportunity to let him by without losing any time. And hope that, you know, he would go up there and give Mike some trouble. These two. Ah, yeah. Looks like, I mean, so the 11 here is a lap down, but the 5 kind of turns down into the corner while he's still next to him, like he's not there. It's the 46 car, but yeah. That's kind of a tough deal, but that was what brought the critical caution out in this race. I mean, every caution after this was pretty critical too. But that's what gives us the opportunity to come down pit road, get 2 tires, and come out with the lead. And we have the 6 as a buffer car on this restart. And we had the deal with the 13 actually having control of the restart in front of us here. So this one was a little bit wild. A little bit of a stack up there. We get going. And I just used the fact that I had that clean track. I was just going to get gone best I could. But they're already wrecking. So we had a caution already on that restart. The 9 car, second time we've seen him here, just coming off the corner. Oh, the 7 gets loose. There was already a car down to the inside and gets into him there. I always take screenshots of the caution moments. So yeah, we had Enki here too, who was one of the lap cars that started on the inside. Mark kind of came down into him and spun him, which I think that the 7 was probably reacting to that as well. Let's go take a look actually from his onboard here. And yeah, you can see he kind of reacts to that. He's coming up as the 9's coming down a little bit. I think the 9 might have had ideas about making it 3 wide. I'm going for a few different looks at this one just because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. So yeah, stuff going on there on the restart. The 9's looking to pick up some spots here. He gets going. Yeah, he's trying to cut down under the 16 at the same time. That actually showed it really well. So the 9 is looking to try to cut down under the 16 at the same time as the 7 is looking to go underneath them, and they just come together. So we get another restart, and I'm going to do my best runaway and hide routine here. I see Mike going to the inside there and get in position, so I know that he's going to be coming. I wanted that 6 to hold him up a little bit more. He did not, though. So, you know, we had a few good laps, and then we'll go to this, and we'll just start seeing him getting closer, a little closer, and then the caution comes out. What was this one for? They're already going again. Where was this one? Where was it? There it is. 7 again. I tell you what, when it starts going bad, oh, he just kind of loses it on its own there and couldn't save it. When it starts going bad for you, when your race starts getting away from you, it can go really bad in a hurry. I know you guys have seen that happen to me more than a few times. Where'd he end up finishing, though? Yeah, 15, 6 laps down. There must have been more, too. Where'd Mark finish? Mark finished 10th. Yeah, because he went in and pit. And, yeah. Common theme there with folks finish. The guys who ended up being in these wrecks tended to not do too well. Another restart. And this was, I think, we'll just watch this because this ended up being a really good battle. Trying my best to run away, drive a clean line. But I think Mike was just a little bit quicker and a little bit smoother than me in this one. I definitely beat him on strategy and catching, and a little bit of luck catching cautions, and just also I made my car real wide. I ran him real tight when he got alongside me. But yeah, just a few right there, where instances right there where he got close to my bumper. And he probably could have given me a bump if he had wanted to, for sure. I gave him the opportunity to do that a few times. Like right there. I think he cut me a break right there. I think I used up about all my goodwill a few times here, because I think if I would have kept doing that, I think I would have gotten the bumper eventually. Which is why I eventually, you know, decided to give him the room to the inside. I was digging. I got loose there coming off the corner. He's smelling blood. He knows that he's got the 4 tires and I've only got 2. There again, right on my bumper. Is this the one? No. Oh, there's where the 8 made the move on the 6. The 6 was not happy about that. He could have, if it would have been Ty Gibbs, he absolutely would have Ty Gibbs me. Oh, wow, the 8 was trying to make it 3 wide. I didn't even realize that, yeah. But I mean, he's trying to get one of his laps back the hard way. You know, there's a matter of pride with that. But yeah, that point, there's where we got together. Door-to-door contact. And then I think, is this the 8? Did the 8 let the 6 by or no? Because the 8 did. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see what happens here. Because I managed to actually clear Mike again. Oh, and then, yeah, the 8 and the 7 got together. So that was what ended the 7's race, it looks like. Let's go take a look at this. Yeah, he ended up towing. This was a big one. So the 7's going to get into the 8 coming off the corner. 8 goes into the wall. 7 hits. 7 gets hit hard. More of them pile in. Big wreck. Take another look at this. This one warrants a moment's consideration here. Boom. 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 Oh! That was just a track blocker, man. Just was. You got a NASCAR graveyard going on here. Seven car up in the air. So yeah, I hate it for everyone involved in that deal. I hate it for the 8 because I know that he wasn't trying to be a jerk to anyone or anything like that. He's frustrated. It wasn't his fault that, you know, his connection dropped. So, but at the same time, I agree with the 6's frustration that if you're 8 laps down, 10 laps to go in the race isn't the right time to be racing the leader like that. And so we come around, we finish under yellow here. Because that caution came out at exactly right time where we couldn't finish it. Just going to wind it forward here. Get that shot where we're right at the line. Yeah, can't get the flag man to cooperate with us to have a non-awkward angle with the flag there. That's okay. Let's see. Nope. I don't want the gallery. And then, you know, come around. Mike drives up beside of me, doing a little congratulations there. I know he's going to wish that he had been able to affect that pass somehow, some way. He might even wish he had laid the bumper to me when he had had the chance. Definitely said he wished he'd been streaming that one because that was a good race. He led a lot of laps. He was the fastest car tonight. I just ended up with the better race strategy and the better luck. Polish victory lap. Not the world's greatest burnout. No one would confuse me for being a burnout master at all. But we do some pretty good looking donuts here, I think. pull it right up here. Burn it down. At the flag stand. This one I actually can wait for the flag to be in a good spot, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Did I turn down my graphics? Yeah, I think a little bit. Let me see. Pit objects could go to high detail. On the replay. I do have them turned down a bit in the race because my setup struggles with max graphics. So I try to have just focus on what's critical for me to have the information I need when I'm racing. Car looks pretty good right there. So we got a winner. Nice way to close the season out. Oh, I need to move the relative. You're right. I gotta remember. I had that in my mind to do that, and then I forgot because it's been so long since I raced. Hey, we gained 26 I rating. We're back over 4,900. Not bad. 102 championship points. That's also not bad. What is that in terms of career stats and stuff like that? Let's see if that works. All right. So we'll see if that works better for next time. It might just be that it's not bounded correctly. We'll see if that works. $66 wins on oval. That's my 69th win on official, including the 1 road, 1 dirt oval, and 1 dirt road win. Nice. Not bad. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. If you like the video, please do click that like button, hit subscribe, and head over to twitch.tv/John Theodore Live. Click there to give me a follow. And again, like I said, if you want to keep track of me when I'm in these low periods where I'm not streaming or uploading content as much, feel free to check out my Discord link. I took a stab at Road to Pro and it did not go well, so I'm not in round 2. My Road to Pro season's over. I don't know if I'll do it again. I'm gonna be honest. The amount of time the time commitment that it takes to really do Road to Pro right, I just don't know that I'm at a point in my life where I can commit that kind of time to something like this. So we'll see what happens for next season, though. I don't know what my life's gonna be like then, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys a lot. Really appreciate y'all. Have a good one, and peace out.